come back to Cleveland, will it be Weiss? Will it be Goebel? Will it be someone else? Live coverage of the men's competition is next. Now at the reigning U.S. champion, Michael Weiss, very relaxed backstage. Picture of his daughter Annie Mae on his T-shirt. Needs another one now with Christopher Michael, his 3-month-old son. They'll watch their dad try to defend his title in just a few moments here at the State Farm U.S. Figure Skating Championships. Hi again, everybody. I'm Terry Gannon. The final group of men just a moment away from taking the ice. 364 days of preparation come down to 4.5 minutes. Defending champion Michael Weiss looks toward his second consecutive title as motivation. Timothy Goebel hopes to win gold for the first time and do it in his hometown. Both look to become the first ever to land a quad at the U.S. Championships. Two men chasing history in Cleveland. The men's free skate is next.
Timothy Goebel. Ryan Brown.
The State Farm U.S. Figure Skating Championships have come to Cleveland for the first time since 1964, and the fans here have turned out all week long. Certainly here today, one of the moments they've been waiting for. The men's championship about to be decided. And the standings after this short program, it's Michael Weiss, the reigning champion first, but right behind him, Timothy Goebel here in his hometown. Matthew Savoie ahead of Trifun Zivanovic, who was last year's silver medalist. And the order in which they'll skate, Goebel will be up first, Zivanovic third, and Michael Weiss, after warming up, has to wait around. He'll be the last skater to take the ice and compete. Terry Gannon, Dick Button back with you. Glad to have you with us once again here in Cleveland. And, Dick, you look at Michael Weiss. He came in as the reigning champ, but he wasn't the favorite. All the focus was on Timothy Goebel. What does Weiss have to do now to win? What are the keys?
Well, you got to remember that he's coming off an injury of several weeks, and he's got to prove that he has the stamina to get through this program. If he does, and if he's on, you'll see that his presentation really has quite a nice impact. He does all the triple jumps, triple combinations. What he really needs is that quadruple jump. If he gets that, he's really golden.
What about Timothy Goebel now? 19 years of age, originally from Rolling Meadows, Illinois, but for some years he's lived right here in the Cleveland area. Look at what he has done in terms of expanding the boundaries of this sport with the quad, and that's what certainly this sport has become. The first person to land 3 quads in a single program, that was earlier this season. The first American to land a quad-triple combination. The first American to ever land a quad, that was in 1998. What should we look for here?
Well, you've got to say that it's the quadruple jumps. Remember, his posture's not very good. That affects his presentation. He's not a theatrical skater. He does all the triples and triple combinations, but he needs those 3 quadruple jumps. And remember, he couldn't complete one in the short program, although he did 3 at Skate America. It's really a question.
How has he done all these quads? Well, researchers at the University of Delaware have broken it down into terms that all of us sports fans can understand.
It's been said to be a great skater that it's necessary to have the balance of a tightrope walker, the aggressiveness of a football player, the nerves of a golfer, the flexibility of a gymnast, and the grace of a ballet dancer.
In Tim's triple axel, he gets approximately 23 inches off the ice. Basketball player who has an average height of 6'7" is going to jump somewhere in the vicinity of 24 inches and dunk. The difference comes primarily during a landing. The basketball player can land on 2 feet and still maintain balance. Tim's got to land on an area about the size of your fingernail and put his skate down in a specific place or he falls. Tim doing the quad jump, he has to build up as much angular momentum as possible in order to generate 4 revolutions. Second, when he leaves the ice, in order to generate that spin rate, he has to pull his body in as tight as possible. Now, the faster you're spinning, the harder that is to do. And so when he reaches his peak spin rate, he's really struggling to hold his body in position. You're asking this person to balance on a tightrope and at the same time go up and do all these jumps and spins 23 inches in the air and spin at 300 revolutions per minute and come down and land and keep skating as if nothing ever happened.
Every skater has an element that they're known for. Tim's signature is this hydroblade. He's balancing his entire body weight on 1/8 of an inch of a blade. His His heart rate is at its maximum and has been for 3 or close to 3 to 4 minutes. Tim's muscles feel like they're screaming.
That move is phenomenal. Strength, flexibility, control, balance in that one move are incredible. And then to come up out of that into a Salchow is just a tremendous amount of power this individual has.
So when we compare the amount of effort, it's very similar to, say, like a 4-minute miler. The difference is when they're finishing their event, it's a face of pure agony and exhaustion. The skater, on the other hand, is finishing with beauty, line, and grace, and a smile on their face.
Really is amazing where he has helped take this sport. Timothy Goebel with 3 quads planned in his free skate. Michael Weiss, on the other hand, has only landed a quad in competition 1 time. That was at the '99 World Championships. For more on these 2 top contenders, let's go over and join Leslie Visser right now. Leslie?
Terry, Michael Weiss plans to really attack his program. He said, I'm the defending champion for a reason, but I'm going to skate like I'm challenging for the title. By the way, he's chosen the music Carmen, typically selected by women skaters, to show his versatility, that he can skate to more than classic rock. Well, as for Tim Goebel, he's also very confident. He said his biggest problem this week has been ticket requests. He finally told his friends he didn't get hundreds of tickets. In fact, his father had to buy one. So, Terry, if you have a couple extra, he could use them.
Hey, Leslie, I had to borrow one from Dick Button to get in the building this week. Don't look to me.
I gave you a pass. What are you talking about?
Hey, if you want to be the 10th judge, you can do that right at home. To cast your vote on who you think won the men's championship, log on to abcsports.com at espn.com. You can vote. We'll give you the results of that vote later on this afternoon. Well, besides Weiss and Goebel, certainly other men in this last group who can make some noise, medal, perhaps challenge for the win. Matthew Savoie is in 3rd place after the short program. And remember, if you're in the top 3 and you win the free skate, you're the overall winner. And Trifun Zivanovic from Los Angeles, who was the silver medalist, surprise silver medalist last season, in 4th right now, Dick.
Well, I've got to tell you something. Don't cut either of these 2 guys short. They are really fine all-around skaters. They've got some problems, each of them, but I'll tell you, they're very exciting and all-around good performers that we'll be seeing over the years.
So here we go. The men's free skate, 4.5 minutes for the gold medal, worth 2/3 of the overall score. And right out of the gate, it is the 19-year-old who lives just outside of Cleveland. He was in the building 4 years ago in San Jose,
in Lakewood, Ohio.
when Rudy Galindo won in his hometown.
Timothy Goebel.
Timothy Goebel, the bronze medalist from last season, who finished 12th at the World Championships, but a much improved, a much different skater this year.
Now, he has 3 quadruple jumps planned. They will be crucial to his overall impact. Triple flip jump. With which he performs these triple jumps really belies the fact that they're a struggle for 99% of the skaters of the world. This combination, a triple axel, triple toe loop jump. You could see that he was leaning at the very start of the jump. That will not be counted as a combination, the turns and steps in between the jumps. First quadruple Salchow triple toe loop combination is right here. Triple Salchow, triple toe loop. Now, that really was outstanding. A quadruple Salchow into a triple toe loop.
So there you have it. The first man ever to do a quad at the U.S. National Championships. Fitting, I guess, that it is Timothy Goebel.
You know, you have to look very carefully at these revolutions. They go by so fast, you can lose it in the blink of an eye. Now his second quadruple toe loop. Right here. there. Very, very good. Easy, clean, wonderful, wonderful edging coming out of that. That makes 2.
On a roll. Remember, it was Skate America earlier this season where he hit 3 in one program, and that was the first time anyone had done it. Will he do it here again?
And this, the quad Salchow. Watch the 2-foot land take off. Beautiful. Just exquisite. He did it. You see, that's a competitive spirit if there ever was one. Doing it when it's important.
3 for 3. Goebel, who spent the week or much of it in a hotel, not at home, to get away from all the media, all the fans, all the friends, the family. Did attend some of his classes at Case Western Reserve University here.
Straight line footwork into a triple Lutz, spread eagle as part of that footwork. A knee slide. Notice this is in a straight line down the rink to the end and then curving. Triple Lutz. Triple loop. The weakness, if there is any, is the fact that that was not a stretched out spin with very good position. Series of spins, turning butterflies down the ice. Back sit spin would be better if the back were straighter than being quite so rounded. But you know, when you're leading with so many quadruple jumps, it's kind of doing a little nitpicking to talk about backs and pointed feet, isn't it? Spread eagle here. Now watch him move, and this last combination, a very unusual entrance feature, a hydroblade position, out of which he steps right up. Here's the hydroblade. Now watch him step right up into a triple Salchow, not even putting the other foot down. That is a tough entrance to that last triple jump. Well, I don't think that not only Carol Heiss will go nuts, but so is the audience. I mean, they're really standing on their feet and throwing these stuffed teddy bears at him like he's the target on a dartboard. What a day.
When he watched Rudy Galindo win in his hometown in San Jose 4 years ago, he said, it was one of the great moments I had ever experienced. The entire building, no matter where anyone was from, they were with Rudy. Guess what? Everyone in this building, save for maybe Michael Weiss's family, was with Timothy Goebel. 3 quadruple jumps in one program at the U.S. Championships. We'll have his very high marks when we come back right after this message and a word from our ABC stations. Not only was Timothy Goebel not out of breath when he came off the ice, he told his coaches, I want to go out there and do it again.
Well, just take a look at this first quadruple Salchow, triple toe loop combination. He just pushes right on up into the air. Wonderful tight revolution. And if you notice, the landing edge is steady and it's clean. It doesn't switch from an inside to an outside edge. Now, look again at the cleanness of this and see whether he uses that second foot right there, that free foot. It's almost as though he slides it on the ice, but it is not enough to cause a problem. There it is. Looks good stretch back. Now, this is the quadruple toe loop. And watch as he turns, steps to the other foot, and toe picks up into the air. Perfect position and clean, straight line coming out of it. Just very nice. And this quad Salchow. Now, watch how he uses the free leg. Does he put it on the ice there to help support himself? No, they have said he does not. So that's the interesting point.
5.8.
Oh, and look at these marks.
There'll be 2 sets, of course. The first for technical merit, 5.9. 5/8.
5.9, and 5.9.
Those are very generous marks, and they reflect the enthusiasm for the triple and quadruple jumps.
In fact, only one 5.8, the rest 5.9. The crowd does not like these. Presentation marks 5.6 up to 5.8.
And they are perfectly justified because his presentation is not at the highest level. That he has got to work on if he's going to challenge Evgeny Plishenko at the World Championships in Nice later in March.
Plishenko, of course, just won the European title over Alexei Yagudin. Not much room at the top for Michael Weiss and the rest of this final group. History-making performance for Timothy Goebel in front of a home crowd.
Here to compete on behalf of the Broadmoor Skating Club in Colorado Springs, Colorado, let's welcome Ryan Bradley.
So here is Ryan Bradley. How about the job he has right now ahead of him? 16 years old. He's in 6th place after the short program. He must feel like the JV team after the varsity just played.
I'll tell you, this guy is so happy to be here. He has been sparkling since the day he arrived.
The 99 U.S. Junior National Champion.
Now look at his technical merit right here. A triple flip jump, triple toe loop. Now this triple Lutz, triple toe, also needed triple Lutz, double toe. See, the fact that he's pulling these off very cleanly, I think will stand him in good stead in the technical merit marks. And on top of that, he's got very good positions and sort of a sense of theatrical flair through the rest of the program. Although having said that, this was not the best spin combination I've seen.
Ryan Bradley, originally from St. Joseph, Missouri, started skating at the age of 2, following his sister to the rink. An all-around athlete, though. Baseball, basketball player, all-star in those sports.
Very neat, clean triple loop jump. He's got a little flair there, doesn't he?
Some confidence for a 16-year-old, huh?
Was not the difficulty level that he should have had at this point. Jump, and look at those one turns on the foot, the free landing foot at the exit of it. That shows real control.
Ryan Bradley, a 6-footer. He told us in the last 2 years he's grown some 10 inches. And it's taken its toll on his knees and his legs. He has to ice down his knees after every practice.
It's either a double, a triple axel, and unfortunately incomplete. Incidentally, these brands list on Hungarian Rhapsodies were what Hayes Jenkins, also of Cleveland, Akron, used when he won the World Championships, when he stunned the World Championship with his fabulous performance early in the 1950s. Jump over. Those are very nice. A little bit of a faltering at the end there. I think he didn't quite have the stamina or the experience to hold on to this thing. But the kid's got a little flair,
but he enjoyed himself, only 16 years of age. And Ryan Bradley.
And isn't that what it's all about?
Hey, let's go down to Leslie Visser. She's caught up with Timothy Goebel. Leslie?
Terry, he said coming over on the bus, he just knew. Tim, congratulations. Describe that experience.
That was just the most amazing feeling I've ever had. Every time I went into a jump, I just knew I was going to hit it. And I felt better at the end of the program than at the beginning. I can't even believe that it went that well.
Once you hit the first quad, did you know the others would happen?
Once I hit the toe, I knew that I was going to hit all three.
Well, you made a memory for everybody. Good luck. Back to you, Terry.
All right, Leslie, remember, though, Michael Weiss still to skate, the reigning champion. We'll have the march for Ryan Bradley, though, when we return to Cleveland. Weiss still to skate. Back in the State Farm U.S. Figure Skating Championship, star-studded crowd here in Jones Arena. Austin Powers, along with Ryan Bradley and his coaches. Technical merit 5.1 and 5.6.
You never can tell what the audience is going to throw at you these days. But I got to tell you, those marks 5.6 were very generous. He had some trouble with the spins, and it's a youthful performance, but nevertheless outstanding.
And he's had a blast. You can tell the look on his face. He's been smiling and laughing throughout the entire week. Ryan Bradley from St. Joseph, Missouri.
I think he's got a little bit of pizzazz, doesn't he?
Representing the all-year figure skating club in Culver City, California, would you please welcome Trifun Zivanovic.
So here's a skater that could certainly shake things up at the top of the leaderboard. Trifun Zivanovic, last year's surprising silver medalist. That was a great moment when he captured that a season ago, but he's in 4th place, so he does not control his own destiny, as it were. He needs help from someone else to beat.
Well, the reason he's using West Side Story is because that is supposedly a program that fits his kind of rougher style of skating. There's not a lot of elegance or line there. Triple toe combination. Triple axel double toe.
He has yet to land a quad in competition.
But there's one planned here, a quadruple toe loop. See if it becomes his first. Triple combination, flip and toe. Now we got such good height on that first part, did not control the landing and turned right into 3 turns, and that will negate the combination aspect of that 2-jump combination. You have to step directly in from one jump to another. No turns, extra moves allowed.
Trifun from Los Angeles, lives with his parents, helps out with his mother who has muscular dystrophy. Went to the World Championships where he finished 16th. Neither Trifun nor Timothy Goebel finished in the top 10 while Michael Weiss won the bronze medal there, but that's why the U.S. can only send 2 men to this year's World Championships.
Into a triple Salchow. That had good height to it. Fast enough revolution so that the skater can pull out of the jump still in the air and then land it. That's the ideal way to do it. Complete the revolution in the air. You know, I really like his skating. It's rough, it's unpolished, it's energetic. It's really, in a sense, a lot of times out of control. But there's a nice quality to it, a good energy, and a good really athletic push to it.
Well, Trifun Zivanovic isn't going to challenge Timothy Goebel. He probably knew that when he took the ice. Michael Weiss, getting ready backstage, knows that he has to be perfect to have any chance to repeat as the national champion. Back in a moment. Meanwhile, Trifun Zivanovic awaits his scores with his coach, Gary Visconti. First set for technical merit.
And those are very creditable marks. It was not a A-plus world-class world championship level, but very good. Look at this quadruple toe that he planned, but he did not even complete the fourth revolution and did a very nice triple.
5.3.
That's sort of like an insult, isn't it? Yeah, he only did a triple.
How spoiled we've become. Presentation marks 5.3 up to 5.
They're not very good because he really doesn't have a good sense of posture or style, and that although he has a great macho quality that fits the West Side Story image.
Really good, really good.
So it's Timothy Goebel ahead of Trifun Zivanovic right now.
Broadmoor Skating
Your
Club
top
in
two.
Colorado Springs. Let's have a warm welcome now for Damon Allen.
Here's one of the veterans at this year's national championships, 26 years of age in Colorado Springs now, originally from Rockford, Illinois. His 7th trip to the senior nationals, Damon Allen takes the ice in 5th.
Part of the problem that Damon Allen has been the inconsistencies he's had in these difficult elements. Triple, axel, and that was a problem right there. He fell out of it. He didn't complete the revolutions to make a triple axel. And even as a double axel, it fell out on the landing. Now watch him switch the edge from the back outside turn of this. Well, he did in practice at any rate.
Best laid plans, huh?
Yep. Well, this is called a free program, and one of the free aspects of it is that you can change your choreography and your content without penalty.
Damon's best finish at the National Championships, 4th place finish back in '95. He's had so many injuries after starting with great promise. A stress fracture in his leg that kept him out of the '96 Nationals that doctors said probably would never heal well enough for him to take the ice again.
Position here. This may be, well, it was an attempt at a triple axel. Didn't get the revolution, crashed the landing. Double loop jump. Good headless spin. You know, it's a very steady program. He kind of sort of was on one level through the whole thing, and I think that hurt the impact a little bit.
Damon Allen, as Timothy Goebel watches and waits. He is in first place right now. Remember, Michael Weiss will be the last man to take the ice this afternoon. Matthew Savoie is up next, though, as we continue after this message and a word from our ABC stations. Now the marks for Damon Allen.
5.4.
With his coach, Diana Ronayne.
5.1.
First set, 5.1 up to 5.4 the range.
Not very strong marks, and accurately so. The program missed on the most obvious difficult triples and
5.1.
Damon Allen from
5.4,
Rockford,
5.2,
Illinois. Same hometown as
5.5,
Janet Lynn, the great Janet Lynn.
5.7,
better marks
5.4,
presentation-wise.
5.6, 5.5.
So Damon Allen into fourth place as Timothy Goebel is obviously still your leader. Trifun Zivanovic in second, and Ryan Yankee is currently in third place. He skated with one of the earlier groups, but he had a great performance in the free skate. But remember, Matt Savoie
Competing on behalf of
and
Illinois
Michael
Valley
Weiss
Figure Skating
still to
Club,
go here.
Peoria, Illinois. Let's welcome Matthew Savoie.
So here is the 19-year-old from Peoria, Matt Savoie, who is fourth just off the podium last season at the Senior Nationals. This his third trip. And in third place after the short program.
Spread eagle. Now watch him step right up into his triple axel. Very, very difficult entrance to that. And unfortunately, the triple axel was off, and that threw off the triple toe. He's a very controlled skater. There was that when he went to put his toe in the ice, he didn't reach it far enough back, and it kind of overly quickly bolted him into the air, and I think that kind of surprised him. But he's got a very good basic position. He's straight on with the jumps, meaning he's not angled, he's not off center, and he's a controlled skater.
A sophomore at Bradley University in Peoria, majoring in biology and carries an A average. Had a great year on the Grand Prix circuit this season. He's fifth at Skate America and won the bronze medal at Nations Cup in Germany.
You can see here there's a very great awareness of the glide, of skating, of stroking. Triple loop jump. He doesn't always stretch out his legs or point his feet, but there's a nice awareness of the smoothness of skating. Wonderfully interesting entrance edge, where he changed edge just before he stepped up into the jump. The unique aspects of this sport. Unusual entrances. Look at this hydroblading entrance right here. Now watch him step right up on the same edge into that triple lutz. Perfect position. That really put him in the right position. Very very, very difficult. Wow. And he just unfortunately missed off that last one. Now that will give him some kind of a failure of additional points. The overall performance so far is not scintillating and not really spiffy.
Matt Savoie has never medaled at the Senior National Championships. There are his parents right there. Monica Rising, his stepmother. Mike Savoie, his father. Fourth last season. He may get a medal this year. There you see Michael Weiss, though, on the ice warming up. He'll be next. His family is here in attendance. They have always been a great influence on him and a big part of his success.
The family thing has always been great for me. It's always been, a great balance to my life and a great balance to have skating and family as well. And, I couldn't be more thrilled. I have 2 healthy children, and it doesn't get any better than that.
Judges marks for Matthew
Back at the
Savoie.
State Farm U.S. Figure Skating Championships, Matthew Savoie waiting for his marks now.
5.3, 5.5.
And there's the first set for technical merit, Dick.
Listen, they were not as good as what he hoped for, but they were nice marks. He kind of let it drizzle a little bit. But look at this next to last move, this hydroblading position. Now watch him step right up and staying on the same edge. He goes and turns the edge to a back outside edge and steps up into that triple Lutz. That was very difficult and very good.
Remember, he was ahead of Trifun Zivanovic after the short program, but with those presentation marks, he is now behind Zivanovic. And there is the current leader, of course, Timothy Goebel. How many bottles of water has he had in between? There's the Weiss family right there. Michael's father, Greg, on the left, Annie Mae. And I don't know if you saw him, but Michael's grandfather, Louis Sims, in attendance too. So your standings, Timothy Goebel, Trifun Zivanovic, and Matthew Savoie. And it comes down to this. Michael Weiss trying to defend his title as the U.S. champion. And he will need to be perfect to have a chance.
And I think even more important than that, he's going to need that first jump, that quadruple toe loop.
Remember,
and then hope that the impact and the theatrical pressure will handle it.
As Michael's wife, Lisa, along with Ryan Wright, is one of his choreographers. In fact, he's got a number of choreographers for his free skate. There's something on the ice right now. That's why we have the delay, and this has got to seem like an eternity to Michael Weiss.
Actually, it's a very good thing for him because it allows him to, you can't hold your breath in nervous anticipation forever. You've got to let it out at some point, and that usually thins you out and makes you a little more relaxed.
He represents the Washington Figure Skating Club in Alexandria, Virginia. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Weiss.
The 23-year-old from Fairfax, Virginia. His best year as a skater last season, but all kinds of problems this year because of the stress fracture in his ankle. He says now that's fine. He's back to 100%. We'll see right now his chance to repeat as champion.
Remember, the music is from the opera Carmen, Bizet. Come down to this quadruple jump, triple jump, not a quadruple.
So Weiss is yet to land a quad at the Nationals. Did he just lose any chance to win?
Not at all. Triple axel, triple toe. Remember, he has a better overall theatrical impact and sense of theater and originality. The steps and footwork are far better. Simply a matter of whether the judges will make this a triple jump contest solely. and those are neat and very good. So this is going to be a much, if he skates this way through the whole program, it'll make a very interesting competition.
About Timothy Goebel being in his hometown and all the distractions that can cause. Well, Michael Weiss has his immediate family here, and actually about 60 more relatives and friends that have come along with him.
He's got to pay a price for that. Footwork into a triple Lutz jump right here. Combination spin. This competition is coming down to one question and one question only, and that is whether the judges will make this strictly a quadruple jump honoration. And if it is, Timothy Goebel will get it. But I got to tell you, as an overall program, this was the better one, and this was the better skate.
There's Greg Weiss, Michael's father. No matter what the judges think, you can't take anything away from Michael Weiss. Did not hit the quad, but Lisa and everyone else here knows this was a terrific program for Weiss. And there is Timothy Goebel wondering whether or not he will win his first gold medal or whether it will be Michael Weiss who repeats as the U.S. champion. We'll find out in a moment. The men's title at the State Farm U.S. Championships about to be decided right now as we await the marks from Michael White. There is Timothy Goebel with his coach, Carol Heiss-Jenkins. And the long wait for Weiss right now.
You know, there was a very interesting thing that happened here. Michael Weiss did 3 triple toe loops. Only 2 are permitted, 1 in combination and 1 singly. And he did 3. And if the judges look at that, they will take 1/10 of a point off on each mark. Now, look at this attempt at his quadruple toe. Turn, step, toe pick, 1, 2, 3. He opened up, out. I think he could have had a quadruple there, but he opened up, out, and
judges
clean,
marks for Michael
clean
Weiss
triple
for
as you can ask
merit.
for. And here's the triple axel, triple toe loop.
5.7.
There it is.
5.6.
And here the mark.
5.8.
Look at these.
5.7. 5.7.
First set now, Dick, technical merit.
And there, you know, there's plenty of room there to play with because, remember, Timothy Goebel got considerably lower presentation marks.
Presentation.
So this is the answer right here.
Absolutely. A 6.0 for presentation. Michael Weiss has repeated as the U.S. national champion, and this building is stunned.
Well, I'll tell you what happened was that the judges refused to allow it to be solely and purely a triple jump competition. That's what happened. That's what happened. And look at Mike. Oh, look at Timothy Goebel. What a sense of disappointment. But I think it's a cheer. It's a cheer for overall skating that makes this so memorable for Michael Weiss at this point.
Even he had to doubt whether he had a chance with all the quads, the 3 quads that Goebel pulled off. His longtime coach, Audrey Riziger, in tears. We'll be back. Back in Cleveland, a crowd that is in shock, filing out of Gund Arena as you look at the final standings. Michael Weiss, again the champion. Timothy Goebel, 3 quads. He settles for the silver. Trifun Zivanovic wins the bronze. Let's go down to Leslie Visser right now.
Terry, in all the discussion about quads, he showed it was about speed and spins and position. Congratulations, Michael. You said you weren't just going to defend your title.
I can't even put it into words how amazing this was. You know, the last couple months have been real difficult for me coming back from an injury, and I just stuck with my game plan. I went back and I took time off, and you know, I know there were a lot of doubters here, and I'm just so happy to come out here and do it at this moment, at this time, after such a long season.
Well, you did.
Put into words how amazing it was. My first 6.0.
Proved it. It was your first 6.0, and well done. Back to you, Terry.
All right, Leslie, congratulations, Michael. The fans at home voting online disagree. 69% to Timothy Goebel. Remember, ABC Sports is online at ESPN.com, part of the Go Network. We'll be with you tonight at 9 Eastern for the Ladies' Championship. This has been a presentation of ABC Sports, continuing the tradition of excellence. You were with us this afternoon. It was a great men's final. Michael Weiss, the defending champion, repeated. He won again. He got a perfect 6.0 for presentation, even though Timothy Goebel, the hometown man, pulled off not 1, but 3 quads. First time anyone has landed a quad at the U.S. Championships. But even Goebel didn't disagree with the decision.
He's a much more mature skater. He's been around a lot longer, and his artistry is better, and that's something that'll come with time. It's something I have to develop. But I think the quad is still very important. It's an art, but it is also a sport, and they give 2 marks, and you have to have both to be champion.
Can only hope that some of the fireworks left over for the Ladies' Championship tonight.